All right, y'all, we're out here at our family land. It is September 1st, so we're about 14 days off away from opening day of archery season. Trying to get a little corn out. I have not had time to get out and actually prep like I should this year, but it is what it is. Fish is coming down this week, or opening weekend. So we're gonna try to get on a deer maybe. I'm gonna set up the corn at that spot where I shot that buck last year, put a camera on it, see what happens. There's a bunch of trails going through there, so I'm hoping that maybe this year the bucks are still up in here. I mean, we haven't touched this place since the end of last year, so there should not be any pressure on the place, to say the least. So last year I killed my buck here. My brother-in-law David, he killed a good buck out of the same area. So 2 good bucks were killed out of this one spot, and we're just hoping something maybe shows up. We'll just have to see. If a doe comes out, she's gonna get the poke. If a buck comes out, that's even better. So we're just gonna see what happens. So let's go get some corn put up. All right, so my goal here is to leave this place as undisturbed as possible. I thought about bringing my weed eater in here, trimming this out, making it all nice and flush and not having all this undergrowth. But thinking about it a little bit, I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it because it's how the deer know it. It's how they've known it all summer. I'm trying, like I said, trying to leave it as undisturbed as possible. The only difference is there's gonna be corn and maybe a little bit of scent from me. Here in a second, I'll show you the tree that I think we're gonna get on. It's an oak tree. It's got a couple good oak trees behind it, so you got a good brush behind you, so you're not backlit against the sky. It's 15, maybe a 10-yard shot tops. If say a deer comes in here, feeds from either side, I put this feeder up against this pine tree like this, so that they couldn't come in from the end, which most of the time they don't come in from the end, they come from sides. But I got it pointed straight at the tree where we're gonna be sitting in. So that way, if they come in from the side, they'll be perfectly broadside, and hopefully we'll get a good shot on whatever comes in. Honestly, this opening day is gonna be a whacking and stacking kind of deal if we can. If we can get a couple does on the ground, that'd be awesome. I know I'm almost out of deer meat. I know fish is out of deer meat, so we're hungry and we want some deer meat in the freezer. So if we don't shoot a big buck this year, or this coming up early season, that's fine. If God decides to bless us with a good buck, hey, that's even better. We're not going to be picky, to say the least. But yeah, let's get some corn in this feeder and get a couple bags scattered around. I got 120 pounds here. I'm going to put 2 bags in the feeder, and the rest going to kind of scatter around here. I don't know about y'all, but it's hot out here, so humidity. I think it's about 75 degrees, 100% humidity. And it feels the time. So we're in the trail. Last year in this spot, I had some really good deer on camera. I had a kind of a non-typical, I think it's about 12 point. He had six on each side. And he had a couple little 2 kickers on, a kicker on each G2, some trash around the base. After season started, I never saw him again, so I don't know if he's still around. Had a really nice, typical wide 10-point. It was on camera, and in this very spot. So we're gonna see what happens, and if they're still around, that'd be awesome. I'd love to see them back on camera. If not, it is what it is. All right, so we got this old cheap muddy that I think my dad gave to me. And say it's actually held up better than Tacticams. I've had issues with the Tacticams to where they don't want to like receive cell signal, so I don't know what's going on with them. I'm gonna spin you around. We're gonna put this camera on the tree here in a second. So alrighty. All right, so we're gonna kind of set it up about eye height, so it's kind of looking down rather than putting in all this brush because there's a bunch of undergrowth still. Y'all drop a comment in the comment section if y'all have had issues with like Tacticams and stuff giving you a fit about like connecting to Wi-Fi, or I think it might have been the Bluetooth setting. Let's see here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Forgot my SD card. Let me run back to the truck. It's gonna suck if I forgot it. All right, so I found one. Thankfully, I had one in my truck still. Let's get this thing situated. Let's see. Get the old stick trick. You never done the stick trick, you ain't a hunter. Let's rotate it just a hair bit more. There. I think that's all right. I think we should be good. Right there. Yeah, that should be perfect. Good. All right. All right, we'll leave that. We'll get our corn. It just went off. We'll get our corn, or our corn bags, and we're gonna head out. I'll show you the tree here real quick that we're gonna put the stand on. Okay, let's see here. All right, so pull this up here a bit. Zoom out. Okay, so you can see it. Let's see. That's the one the camera's on. Now let me turn my exposure down here a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, so camera's on this tree. We're gonna put the stand on the big tree in the middle. He'll be on one side, I'll be on the other, and he can be set up where he can shoot left-handed, and I'll be set up where I can shoot right-handed. Anything that comes on this side, he can get. Anything that comes on the top side, I can try to get. So hopefully we'll be able to get something up in here. Like I said, I have not touched this stuff since last year. Last year I run a bush hog through it about August, I think it was. And I don't even think I videoed that. So this is as untouched as it can get right here. So we'll see how it goes. Lord willing, we're praying that something will step out and we at least get something on the ground. We're going to try to video it as much as we can. But yeah, I'm just going to go kind of walk around a little bit. It's still early. I brought my shotgun, so I might try to shoot a squirrel or two if I can find them. There's some pecan trees on the back side of this place, and I might walk over there and see if I can't bust a squirrel. But yeah. So instead of having our climbers in here, I got two stands up here already, or down here, that they've been here for a while, and I was like, you know what, I should grab them and move them over here to where me and Fish are going to hunt. And so I did that. They're two big game stands, nothing fancy, but pulled my holster off and we're just trying to adjust it. Anyways, I came out here, put them up. I'm gonna show them to y'all here in a second. It done got warm, to say the least. I'm tired. I'm ready to go home, take a nice cool shower, and enjoy time with the wife and the son. All right, so I'm at the feeder, where the feeder's gonna be. So you'll see the feeder right here behind me. And the stands are 10 yards away. We're gonna have to brush them in a little bit, but we can do that opening day or right before opening day with some zip ties. Let me pan around here. All right, so they're right behind me. Can't see them, but here, let me get you situated and you can see them. So that's them, both set up. Fish will be in the one on the right, I'll be on the one on the left. So it should be pretty much a chip shot. I've got to adjust the feeder just a little bit. If I can move this. That should be pretty close. I'm going to show you what it's like from up in one of the stands here in a second. All right, so you'll have to pardon me for a second. I'm a hot, stinky, sweaty mess. But this is the view I've got from up here. It's actually not half bad. If you stay seated, they probably never know you're here. But here's the view you got. That's the view of the feeder. You can see it's kind of the fire break that runs right there along the back side of it. Fire break that runs right below us where we're going to be sitting. That's the fire break you come in on, so it's kind of an intersection of fire breaks right here too. And they try to skirt on the back side of this thing, we can get them. I mean, we've got a pretty good vantage point right here. It's nice and open. Got a fire break right there as well. It's a decent little spot. This is where I killed that buck. My brother-in-law killed his buck out of that fork tree right there. He had his saddle stand and it come like right through here and kind of went right there, and as it was going off that way, he shot it. And he got a good sized deer. But But anyways, that's kind of what we're sitting like for opening day deer season. I'm going to the house, take a shower, and we'll see y'all hopefully here in the next couple weeks with an episode from opening day. And yeah, so enjoy. See y'all.